Hey everyone! My name's Zoe, and I want to share an absolutely crazy story about how I stumbled upon a magic book that totally changed my life. Get ready, because things are about to get wild. It all started on a boring Saturday afternoon. I was hanging out in my room, scrolling aimlessly through my phone with nothing to do. My best friend Jenny was away for the weekend on a family trip and wouldn't be back until Monday. Ugh, so lame. After laying around moping for a while, I decided to get up and at least attempt to make the day somewhat productive. I figured I'd reorganize my bookshelf to pass the time. I browsed through my collection, decluttering and rearranging the dusty novels I hadn't touched in years. As I worked my way to the back of the shelf, I noticed an old book wedged way in the corner. It was a large, weathered tome with faded gold lettering on the spine that read, Magia Antiqua. That's weird. I didn't recognize it at all. I slid it from the shelf and examined the black leather cover. There was no title or author listed. I plopped down on my bed, intrigued about this mysterious book. When I cracked it open, a cloud of dust erupted from the yellowed pages. Whoa, this thing was ancient. The pages were filled with elaborate calligraphy and intricate illustrations of stars, moons, plants, and crystals. Was this some kind of spellbook? I started reading through the strange scripts and symbols. Many of the spells involved candles, herbs, and crystals. My heart began to race. Could this book actually contain real magic? No way, that's impossible. Right? There was only one way to find out. I decided to test one of the simpler spells that required a red candle and a citrine crystal. I dug through my drawers and found a half-burned red candle left over from my last birthday cake. I also had a pretty yellow citrine crystal that I bought at a school field trip to the Natural History Museum. I carefully set up the spell exactly as the book instructed. As I lit the candle and began reciting the odd Latin incantation, I felt ridiculous, but continued through to the end. I closed my eyes and blew out the candle. When I opened them, I nearly jumped out of my skin. The citrine crystal was levitating a foot off my desk. My jaw dropped as I watched the crystal steadily spin in midair. I couldn't believe it. I had just performed real magic. This book was the real deal. A million thoughts raced through my mind about the endless possibilities this opened up. I could finally teach Tina Thompson a lesson for stealing Aaron away from me last year. I could make Mr. Reynolds' chemistry exams disappear. I could even turn my jerk brother Zach into a toad. But then I remembered the phrase, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I had to be careful with how I used this gift. As thrilling as it felt, I decided not to let the magic turn me into a vengeful witch. The mystical book had chosen me for a reason. I needed to use its power responsibly and purposefully. Over the next few weeks, I dove deep into the ancient book, practicing its magical arts in secret. Through trial and error, I learned how to harness the magic to heal small cuts and bruises, grow vibrant flower gardens, speak to animals, and even fly short distances. The more spells I mastered, the more in tune I felt with the natural world. I realized this was so much more than just magic tricks. This new purpose felt right. As I delved deeper into the arcane arts, I also discovered so much about myself. My strength, my patience, my connection to all living beings. However, I have to admit, I was tempted to use my newfound powers to get back at a few people, especially Aaron, who broke my heart last year when he started dating Tina Thompson instead of me. Late one night, I paged through the spellbook, looking for a way to make Aaron fall in love with me again. I found a powerful love potion recipe. My heart raced as I gathered the ingredients. A red rose, a lock of my hair, a drop of Aaron's blood from his gym class cut last week. This potent elixir would make him obsessed with me again. I carefully poured the shimmering pink potion into a small vial. Tomorrow at school, I would get Aaron to drink it. Then he'd be mine forever. I smiled devilishly as I tucked the vial into my bag. But as I laid in bed that night, I felt uneasy. This isn't right, I whispered to myself. I can't force Aaron to love me again. The next day at lunch, I approached Aaron nervously, vial in hand. When I sat down next to him, he greeted me with his charming smile.
Hey Zoe, what's up?
My heart fluttered. I wanted so badly to hand him the love potion, but my conscience held me back. Oh, nothing much, I replied, slipping the vial back into my bag. Just wanted to say hi and wish you good luck at your basketball game tonight? Aaron grinned.
Aw, thanks. I really appreciate you being so supportive.
I smiled back warmly, knowing I had made the right choice. Aaron's friendship meant the world to me. I would have to be patient and let true love happen naturally in its own time. Instead of using a love potion, I decided to cast a charm to give Aaron pleasant dreams before his big basketball championship game. I would cheer him on in the stands as a supportive friend, and I would continue using this gift of magic to help others, not coerce them for my own gain. As disappointed as I felt, the spellbook taught me an important lesson that night. True power comes from truth, compassion, and wisdom. With my newfound sorceress skills, I could do so much good in this world, and that was the greatest magic of all. That's it. That was my story. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to not miss the next one. See you soon.